Greensboro Mayor Nancy Vaughan is here answering your questions, and here are the questions. So this person's saying, why are the city workers not getting pay increases?
So the city workers did get a pay increase. It was a minimum of a 4% pay increase. Our minimum wage for city workers, and most of our city workers make much more than what our minimum wage is, which is $18.75. They did ask for $25 an hour, and that just was not doable within the budget, because not only would that be the entry level, you would have to raise everybody between the 18 and the 25. So they do have a starting wage of $18.75, but most workers make much more than that. I think I was told that there are 40 workers who make $18.75.
Okay, this is regarding the transition over to the Greensboro Coliseum with OVG. They're asking about loss of retirement plan through city employment.
So if people opted to go to OVG, and there was the option that they could go to OVG or look for a job elsewhere in the city, they did not lose their retirement. Whatever they put into their account and whatever the city put into their account will stay in their account. If they went to OVG, they would go to a private retirement system, and they would continue to gain money that way. But they did not lose any money. They did not lose what the city put in. And there were a few workers, you're fully vested at 5 years. There were a few workers who might have worked with the city for 4 years. We kept them on our payroll until they fully vested, so all that money would stay together. So they did not lose retirement.
All right, this person is asking about the cashless payments at the Coliseum and Tanger Center. Why are they not taking cash anymore?
So I was aware that Tanger went cashless. It was a few months ago. And I think there's a number of reasons for that. A lot of places went cashless after COVID because they didn't want to be handling the paper money and the change. And then I am not saying anything about our employees. I don't mean to say that they're anything but honest. It helps with accounting, and it makes sure that all the money that's collected actually goes back to the city. So I think there are a number of reasons why we would go cashless, and there are a lot of businesses that are also going cashless.
I know Greensboro Grasshoppers did the same thing, and part of it was security for their employees, like they're not having to make Dropbox things anymore with all this cash.
Yeah, that's a great point.
So, okay, this person's saying, new landscaping trash can was dropped off at my house. I don't need it. How do I have the city come pick it up?
So there was a way to opt out in the first couple of weeks, but you can certainly have somebody to come pick it up. You can email me directly at the website, or you could go to our field ops, but we can swing by and get that picked up fairly quickly.
All right, so the person who before had said that they had made 2 work orders, they submitted the work orders, but they said nothing's being done. I'm wondering if when you submit something to the city, that doesn't automatically mean that something is going to change. They may look at it, but they may not change it.
And what was that in reference to?
This was about Benjamin and Josephine Boyd.
Oh, especially when it comes to paving. You know, there is a long list of streets that need to be paved. Now, if it's a repair, if there's a big pothole.
It's not, it's for a turning green arrow or something of that nature, but I'm wondering if they can call the city department.
They can. We have got a great customer service line. I can't remember the number right off the top of my head. And they do keep a blog of everybody who calls in and what the status is.
Because you might just need to hear from the department transportation engineer, hey, this is what we saw and this is what we looked at, or whatever else. But it's interesting to me. And
they may disagree with what the person is saying.
Sure.
So, you know, just because somebody writes in and says, you know, we need to do this, doesn't mean that the Department of Transportation will agree.
Gotcha. All right. But maybe we'll look at the stats and see if what you're saying is true, that there's wrecks there every day. We'll see if there's police department stuff there.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for sending in those questions. WFMY News 2 at 6 is coming up next.